We're going to find out here, does Augie Sanchez belong in the ring? Has to show that real fast.
Bad sign for the Prince already. The referee is a no-nonsense man.
Ortega wants an outstanding welterweight.
Well, whether he belongs in the ring or not, Augie's been here long enough to have signed a 30-year lease. Prince Naseem needled Augie Sanchez at the pre-fight news conference, saying he had a case of nerves. At one point, Sanchez paused while speaking to the assembled press corps, and Naz laughed and said, "What's the matter, Augie? Are you a little nervous?" So he feels as though there's an element of man against boy here. And Sanchez is known to take a little while to relax and calm down in the ring. Let's see if he can get in a big blow, or if he takes a big blow early, it helps him to settle down.
One thing about knockout artists, especially when they've got a lot in the first few rounds, it means they don't like going the distance. So you want to, if you're the opposite fighter, you want to tag them along, hit them every now and then, discourage them, let a lot of the air go out of the balloon before you go and mix it up with them.
And of course, Naseem is one of the great knockout artists in the sport, but Sanchez is the one who's never been past the 7th round in his whole career. So when Larry Merchant asked Prince Naseem in a meeting, do you feel an urgency to get in there and get him out in a hurry because he's young, energetic, and a knockout puncher? Naz said, no, quite the opposite. I'll take my time.
Sanchez has already gone to the body with straight right hands over and over. That means he's got a plan ahead. And I like the idea that Sanchez is going to the body early, making Naseem understand that the fight goes long, you're not going to have your legs either.
And as Augie throws his right hand to the body, Naz starts throwing his left to the body. Prince Naseem more or less in a southpaw stance, and here he does have the right foot way in front, but oftentimes Naz will just square up and fight as an ambidextrous fighter. Sanchez much more the conventional stand-up fighter in this matchup. Left hook. A little mechanical with it, but Sanchez unveiling his primary weapon.
Most important thing really here seems to be that Sanchez does see what the Prince is trying to do. He seems to see the punches coming just right there as he missed it, because what the Prince makes him so effective is his ability to punch from awkward angles that opponents don't see.
Prince was able to get him with a straight left hand that time. That's not a good sign. You want that to come later on when he's got his legs kind of slowed up a little bit.
I would just add one thing to what you said, Larry. It's not just that he punches from extreme angles, but he does so with knockout power in either hand.
Right, but when a punch comes from an unorthodox angle and it's not seen, it carries even more power.
No question. Right hand lands for Naz. First round was tactical. And as Prince Naseem goes to his corner, the first man to step into the ring to talk to him is Oscar Suarez. Before the fight, Emmanuel Stewart told me Suarez will talk to Naz the first 3 rounds, then he'll go in for the next 3 rounds. Never seen that before.
I want it more to the left and
he is unorthodox.
Don't be lazy with it. Okay, now you throw that left hand. All right, we have to follow with that hook. And again, I want you around the clock. Okay, fight. All right, set him up nice. All right, like Manny says, it's not going to be easy. All right, to get hit in the early rounds. Yeah, I want
work that jab and get into the flow. Get your rhythm.
Catch him with your jab. Catch him with your jab. Put your hand on the way of his right hand, and put your left foot outside.
Yeah, baby. Go. Shot,
Sanchez was brought up in boxing by his father, who trained him until he died last year. Pat Barry, the new trainer, is his father-in-law.
Right back to the body goes Sanchez again.
He isn't doing much offensively yet, Sanchez, but he's showing some nice poise in here.
Well, you talked about how fighters' punch outputs go down against Prince Naseem, and Augie threw only 28 punches in the first round. Naseem lands a right hand uppercut, the first telling blow of the fight.
Good right hand to the body by Sanchez. That one hurt. Prince even tries to hit him back in the body because of it.
You're right. He's got a plan, doesn't he, George?
I mean, you can stick to your plan 4 or 5 rounds. Things can happen.
So he wants to use the straight right to the body, eventually to set up the left hook. We assume.
You just want to take all of the jumping power out of those big, strong legs of the Prince. Then you can start landing a good jab and things like that.
Straight right hand lands on the chest for Augie Sanchez. Naz begins to jab with the right hand. Left cross by Prince Naseem.
You'd like to see Sanchez get a little more active and stop waiting around, because if you wait around for a guy that hits as hard as the Prince, you're going to get hit.
Down goes Naseem on a straight right hand, and Michael Ortega is going to rule it a foot on the foot.
Well, I didn't see the trip, but that punch also bloodied the nose of Naz.
If it had been a knockdown, it would have been the 5th knockdown of Naseem's career. 3 of them were against Kevin Kelly, and 1 against
I thought it was a clean knockdown.
What do you think, Harold?
You go down on the end of a punch, it's a knockdown, and that's all there is to it. He got hit, he went down, it's a knockdown.
And now this will be the 2nd slip of the round. And Sanchez is shaking his right eye as though he feels as though he's been butted.
He was hurt by a left hand, Jim, as they were breaking up. Clean. And he was stung and jarred. So this round is taking a turn, and he's trying to hold on and save time and survive the round right now.
After getting hit on the break.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Prince better beware.
And another big left hook by Sanchez. And Naseem almost went down again. And now he lands a big left hand.
He better beware, because this is a puncher. You just can't do anything you want with a puncher.
Get back. Okay.
And I'm not sure Augie Sanchez has recovered from the left hand that he took.
But he's still dangerous.
There's a mouse under the right eye of Sanchez. There's some swelling outside the right eye of Naseem.
That was a real nice wake-up call, huh? Okay, don't get lazy on me now, okay? All right, Pike? Don't get lazy on me. Take a deep one.
Hey, how about him, huh? Ortega!
Hey, take care of
Ortega,
those.
where's the pushing?
Take care of those.
Knockdown or not?
Let's see if it's a knockdown, if we can see their feet. 2 right hands. To me, that is a knockdown.
We still don't see the feet.
We don't see the feet. Right, left.
And that's the exchange later on in the round.
That's when the Prince thought he was hurt.
Ortega is running around there, and I'm not sure what he's doing.